Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Halo fans, you excited? Some people may not be quite as excited as I am, but we got some updates. We got some news on what's going on with Infinite. Pardon the interruption, guys. Just wanted to say thanks for coming by the channel today and checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're liking what you see so far. Also, be sure to hit that notification bell in the top right hand of your screen so you never miss a content video that I put out on my YouTube channel here. Also, be sure to comment and like, as it helps with the algorithm and pushing it out to more wonderful viewers like yourself. Be sure to follow me on all my other social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all Halon Official, where I post other stuff, previews of videos like this. You guys know what it is. I appreciate you again. Back to the video. Halo Infinite update, March 2022. So this is coming from 343 Industries directly, obviously. I'm here to answer two questions that we know are top of mind for the Halo community. What is the Halo Infinite team working on right now? And when can we expect new content and features? I'll start with brief answers and then go into more detail, including sharing some new info on what's coming with Season 2. So, finally, maybe we could put those rumors to rest that that 343 doesn't care about Halo, that 343 is not putting in time and effort in Halo, because they always were. It was just a matter of, you know, being able to get things done and doing what they do. So, this is the focus of Halo Infinite, the Halo Infinite team in priority order. Addressing issues negatively impacting the player experience, completing Season 2 and delivering it as promised on May 3rd, continuing work on campaign, co-op, forge, and Season 3. We've also have a priority 0 that undergoes everything we do, namely team health, with an emphasis on getting ourselves into a sustainable development rhythm so that we can deliver great experiences to all of you while keeping a healthy work/life balance. Priority 0 means that we sometimes need to move slower, then we move faster later. Frankly, these last few months have been slower than we expected, and sincerely, we thank you for your patience as we stay true to the priorities above. Now, before we get into the specifics of what they're talking about, I just want to say that I am one of those people that I kind of kept to myself a little bit. I mean, I had my opinions on, you know, some of the negative things that was going on with Halo Infinite, and I hadn't really started experiencing a whole lot of the negative things playing on Series X until I switched to PC, and then maybe I started, like yesterday especially. I don't know if it was just my internet acting up or the game. I was having a lot of packet loss, frame rate drop. I don't know what was going on, so I was experiencing a lot of issues. So I finally got my little taste of what some of these people have been complaining about for months. I get it. The game is not fully finished, but we just got to be patient. They're working hard. These games are a lot harder to maintain than what it used to be in the past, because there's so much more data, room, things they got to keep track of. But anyways, I'm rambling, so let's just get into these specifics. Let's talk about that. So priority 1, addressing critical issues. Since the launch of Halo Infinite, we have been carefully tracking and analyzing all critical issues negatively impacting players' experience with game and supporting services. The internal name we have for this process is the Hot List. Ooh, man. Every week, we refresh the hot list with new insights, review, issue, prioritization, and progress towards fixes. So they've got a list they've compiled, and they're keeping an eye out on issues and making sure that they constantly stay within a timely manner of being able to release the content of what they've got going on. So I guess going on to the second paragraph here. Some of the issues on the hot list are gaps in the Halo Infinite experience that we only fully understood close to launch and were unable to address as at an acceptable quality bar before ship. An example of this kind of known hot list issue is a Spartan career, aka score-based player progression. Examples of unknown issues at launch were vulnerabilities in our anti-cheat system and problems with BTB matchmaking that we didn't realize existed until we launched the game at scale, which is a very common problem with a lot of newer games nowadays, because the data and how powerful these graphics, just everything involved in these games. There is so much data to go over. There's so many different things that people are just not going to be able to catch. And, you know, it's like, you know, anybody working at their everyday job, sometimes we miss things when they go out. If you work in an assembly line factory like I do, sometimes you miss things. Things just go out and they don't notice. People don't notice until the customer sees it. And which is normally, you know, better feedback than all of us catching every single mistake, because then we wouldn't know that then we wouldn't be able to improve most of the stuff that would need to be improved if we catch every single mistake. And sometimes it's good to have criticism, if that makes sense. It might sound a little weird, but if that makes sense. So just kind of wrapping it up here. Thus far, we have prioritized acute, unknown, before ship issues that have widespread negative impact on the shipped experience, meaning the final game product itself. Some items have been addressed and cleared from the hot list, the BTB engine matchmaking. Some have had partial improvements, but need more work. The anti-cheat, yeah, the anti-cheat definitely needs some work. I haven't ran into too many cheaters myself, even on playing on PC for months now. But the other things are in active development, not released yet. The Spartan Career campaign, co-op campaign, and Forge. Forge is going to be the massive thing. I bet when that drops, a lot of people are going to come back and play, and we're going to be in a lot better situation. So, moving on to priority 2, shipping season 2. If you checked your Season 1 Battle Pass, you'll see that Season 1 ends on May 2nd, and that's because Season 2 will launch on May 3rd, so it is launching on May 3rd, okay? I'm very excited to announce that the official name and theme for Season 2, which is Lone Wolves, which Lone Wolves being a thing, that, to me, that means we are most definitely getting a ranked free-for-all playlist of some sort. There's definitely going to be prioritizing that. By this theme, for those that are interested in the lore aspect of Halo, by theme, we mean a core idea that guides the creation of much, but not all, of season's content. Lone Wolf Spartans are hunters, trackers. They are resourceful improvisioners, operating deep in enemy territory without resupply or support. They're fierce, rugged, and prefer to work alone, but they are still loyal to the Spartan pack. Here's an early peek at 2 of these Lone Wolves. That's Spartan Singrid, Ikulund, I'm butchering the hell out of the name, and then Spartan Heya. I'm not going to even attempt to say that because I'm going to butcher the absolute hell out of that, so I'm sorry. I apologize. As you dive into those Spartans, you're going to dive into Season 2 story, mix of cinematic, story-themed events, battle pass items that embody Lone Wolf's themes. During Season 2, there was something here. Did I miss it? But there was something, and is it right here in this little paragraph? Maybe it's further down. Maybe it's further down, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But I thought I seen something about us there being Spartan Ops, them bringing from like Halo 4, they're bringing back the Spartan Ops. I don't remember if that was in Halo 5 or not, but bringing back the Spartan Ops, which I thought were pretty cool for campaign co-op or extra co-op stuff to be able to do. During Season 2, we will also be shipping playlist updates, balance changes, new modes, and maps, specifically one arena map named Catalyst and one BTB map called Breaker. So I have a video, but where I talk about there was data mining data, meaning there was code and probably put into some type of test that there was testing for like at least up to 20 new maps. I believe that potentially we'll only see about 10 of those, and I would hope that at least 5 of them are for arena and 5 are for BTB. We got Catalyst and Breaker. Breaker's the BTB and Catalyst is for arena. The new modes include a Last Spartan Standing, a free-for-all elimination mode, which I assume is probably similar to what people are asking for at a Battle Royale. It's not quite a Battle Royale, but it at least gives us a little bit of similarity to it. Another new mode called Land Grab, and I'm not really sure what Land Grab is all about. And plus the return of an updated all-time favorite mode, King of the Hill. Woo! That was one I was really excited about when I was reading this last night. King of the Hill. Oh my goodness, please bring that back to comp too. Just imagine King of the Hill, and then we have 5 game modes. What other esport can say that they have 5 different game modes for competitive play? Right here they say we'll have a lot more to share about Season 2 maps and modes, customization options, narrative content in April as our marketing and promotional campaign kicks into high gear. So priority number 3, I think this is the last one. Yeah, priority number 3, we have work on campaign co-op Forge in Season 3. So we're making great progress on campaign network co-op, and to be clear, this work has been occurring in a parallel to Season 2 work as has our work on Forge, but in the reality, that's going to take more time and to land a high quality, full feature 4-player network co-op experience in a massive wide open world of Halo Infinite. We're also committed to a great 2-player split co-op experience on all Xbox consoles from the original Xbox One through Xbox Series X. And the non-linear wide open sections of the campaign present some big challenges for split screen that will have taken us more time to solve. Back in the day, you know, the original trilogy, Halo Combat Evolved 2 and 3, those were base games. Those were basic games. Had a linear storyline, linear things to follow. We didn't have an open world. I mean, the world was open and we could move around it, but it was a linear storyline. You couldn't always go to certain areas. Some areas were just for show, things of that nature. So this is going to be a lot more difficult, and I totally get it. I don't think they should have. I'm not in the boat of necessarily saying that they should have delayed it a lot longer, like some people said. But however, I think that, you know, this is good. They're acknowledging that it's going to take them some time to solve it, and they're putting it out there, and I'm okay with that, and I understand that. So, and all this means we will not be able to ship Campaign Network Co-op on May 3rd at the start of Season 2, but we're still aiming to deliver Campaign Network Co-op later in Season 2, and we will share a release date for that and split screen co-op as soon as we can. So, that's not going to come out for Season 2, which I know a lot of the casual players, and one of the biggest things that drew people to Halo originally, back on the original Xbox One, was the co-op campaign and how well it worked and how it wasn't a weird co-op campaign. Like, it was a campaign that, or co-op that followed the same storyline that the single player did, unlike a lot of the co-op games out there. But, you know, this is cool. That they're letting us know, but that's not a big deal to me. I'm more excited for the multiplayer content since I am a competitive HCS player, and I'm looking forward to more maps and an extra mode to play on. So we're also making great progress on Forge. Indeed, we are already flighting Forge to a small group of community creators and working closely with them to ensure that all of you have a terrific experience creating, sharing, browsing, and playing Forge content to the near term. We will continue to privately flight Forge as we develop it while also planning for public flights later this year. We still have the goal of shipping Forge with Season 3. So Forge isn't going to come until Season 3, but they're working on new maps, and I think that'll be able to hold us over. If they can give us another map or 2 for Arena, maybe even 3 if we're lucky, that'll I think that'll keep people a lot tied over until Forge comes out. So, and also, not really to go off track here, but I seen something, another tweet. I didn't want to make a whole nother video about this, but I seen another tweet that stated that people could, all the organizations involved in competitive Halo could do another year signing to HCS to continue to compete, or new teams that want to get involved as well. So, Forge will be coming before then, hopefully, so we'll have some new maps by the end of the year, which would be awesome. Which I'm okay with playing the same game if they keep, you know, adding new maps. If they add new maps and stuff for us to play, I'm totally okay with that. And then give us a 5th mode to keep things like spiced up and fresh, and it feels like when it's not the same game over and over again, that'd be great. Speaking of Season 3, while the majority of the team is tackling the hot list items, shipping Season 2, and working on campaign, co-op, and Forge, there are also many folks hard at work on Season 3. We'll be sharing additional details and specifics on all of these development efforts at a later date. Importantly, we are not just planning to address the hot list items at the start of season, similar to the 1.1.1 launch that launched a little more than a week ago. We intend to ship fixes and features and content in a more agile ways during our seasons. And speaking of great seasonal content, our next Season 1 event, Tactical Ops, starts next week. So we get set for variants on the Tactical Slayer mode, along with new Mark 7 core focused rewards to earn. I almost said Mark 6. And they just go ahead and say thank you down here for your patience, yada yada yada. So all right, that's a lot. I know some of you out there are still feeling a little like, yeah, you know, kind of whatever, but you know, I totally understand why you guys feel the way you do, and it totally makes sense. It's all right. But that's what we got going on. That's the content we've got. That's what they just dropped. So I'm excited. New map, it just keeps the game fresh, you know. It keeps people wanting to come back and play, and that was one of the good things about Halo 5. But Halo 5 did take a while to get to where it was, and I'm hoping that they don't do the same thing with Infinite, and hopefully they can get Infinite to a good place a lot sooner than what they got Halo 5. It didn't take them years or whatever, but I think they're trending in the right direction, at least as long as this content turns out to be really good. I'm feeling like they're trending in the right direction. So, but all right, guys, it's gonna do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be returning to streaming Halo Infinite whenever I get a new graphics card, or I figure out a way to be able to use my 1070 to stream and play at the same time, because it's a little ragged and rough sometimes. So, but all right, guys, everybody have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.